actually in Lisbon now. Went through passport control, which is actually pretty easy. They actually have an e-gate system now set up for UK, US, Canadian, Japanese, a few other nationalities there, where you can use your reader on the passport, and I got through pretty quick. It was only about a 10-minute wait. So yeah, that was much better than the experience of trying to get into Brussels. Yeah, so that was cool. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to just kind of chilling. So I'm going to go and pick up my Lisbon card, which is one of the better deals I think that you can get in Europe in terms of like an all-inclusive for museums, transport, all kinds of different things. Although I have arrived on a Monday and most museums are closed. So I'm going to go to the tourism office now, pick up my Lisbon card, and then find out what are the best things for me to do today, what's going to be open today, and then go to my accommodation and carry on from there, I guess. That was super easy. I am all set now. I've got my card. I'm going to head to the metro. I've got a couple of lines to take, but it's going to take me right into the centre of town because that's where I'm staying, which is great. But really today, I'm just going to kind of like wander around and get a feel of the streets. And just really, it's going to be a walking day for me today. And then from tomorrow and then the day after, I'm going to be really kind of like doing my 3 things a day and organising myself around that. But today is really just a kind of, it's not really a rest day, but almost a rest day. I am just going to focus on getting to the hostel first. By that time, it'll be close to lunchtime because it's 11 a.m. now. Now, the really good thing about going to Lisbon is that there's no time difference with London. I don't have to adjust. It's not an hour or 2 forwards or back. It's just the same time as in London, which is great. So I am going to find my way to the metro, which I think is down this way. Yeah, it's telling me it's over there. You know how sometimes you arrive somewhere and you just get a good vibe? Well, I just got a good vibe from this area. I'm really close to the old town. I'm in a living lounge hostel. So friendly, really nice. My rooms are going to be ready till about 2:30, but they're looking after my bag, giving me a couple of lunch recommendations and a couple of places where I can go and have a look. Look at this. That's the frontage to the metro station behind me. That is amazing. I love that. That's so cool. And look at the street down here behind me here. Absolutely love that as well. So yeah, I'm just going to have a wander around. I've got a couple of places to go and look up. But I'm so excited to have a look around. How has it taken me so long to come here? I absolutely adore this place already. It's just amazing. It's just so chill and vibe and just full of cake shops and just really lovely. What have I been doing with my life? Why have I not been to Lisbon before I turned 55? How much time have I wasted? Okay, so this is one of the focal points of the city. This is the Praça Dom Pedro. You can see here with the statues and the big square and all of this kind of wavy tiles effect that's kind of like ahead of me and behind me here, and with this empty fountain here behind me at the moment. I'm not sure if it's been cleaned today. Monday seems to be a big kind of like closing day after restaurants and things have been open for the weekend. Apparently Monday is a closing down day. I guess other people, business people, are back at work. I'm not really sure about the kind of Portuguese or Lisbon lifestyle. But yeah, I'm heading to an area called Rocio now to follow up a recommendation that I got from the hostel staff for somewhere to go for lunch. It's just a short walk away. It's only 8 minutes walk away. But look, here's the big statue here next to me. Yeah, so we'll carry on walking down towards Rocio, and you can see this big kind of facade on this building here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's being spruced up, so it's got all the scaffolding and the netting in front of it. But I'm sure that that's pretty impressive. It'd be quite good to come here at night, actually. Oh my gosh, look up there. Look up there. There's like little stairways and things going up. This is like being in proper Southern Europe. And it is Southern Europe, but I haven't been for years to Southern Europe, and it's just so different to being in Northern Europe. It's like a different continent. So this is the place I was recommended to come to, and it is a queue already, and it's only 12:15 to eat inside. So I'm just waiting for a table because I could sit outside, but I just think it would just be a lot nicer if I was inside. So we'll just give that a wait. Okay, this is like being taken back into another era again, because there's loads of people here just eating by themselves on a Monday lunchtime, having a glass of wine, just eating kind of like, you know, a local cafe lunch. And it looks like I got here just in time because there's a big queue that's just started forming outside. There were seats outside, but it's quite hot and in the sun. So this is just perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for lunch today. So I'm just going to have a traditional Portuguese style steak with egg and some potatoes as well, and an alcohol-free beer that they've just brought. Awesome. So I've just had lunch. Now I was going to come onto this elevator you can see here behind me, and that goes right up to a viewpoint where you can see all around the city. But the queue's quite long right now, so I might just try and come here tomorrow morning instead. When it opens, I can look that up. But I don't want to waste any time now, so I'm going to head down towards the sea, and then we can see what's going. We can see what's going on down there. But it'll be, I've heard that it's a good place to just kind of have a little bit of a stroll after lunch, just do things like controlling my blood sugar, you know, that kind of thing. And then I am going to probably find somewhere where I can have a little local coffee before it gets too late in the afternoon, because I was up at 4 a.m. So I'm not feeling tired, but I know that I'm going to be wanting to go to bed quite early, which means I don't want to have coffee too late, if you know what I mean. And then I might have one of those little Portuguese tarts that I've been reading so much about, with a little bit of egg custard and cinnamon dusted on the top. I mean, you've got to, right? I mean, it's Lisbon, it's what you do. Okay, I'm here in the Praça de Comércio, which is, I guess, one of the landing points for many people when they arrived in Lisbon. And you can see this magnificent archway here behind me. Well, let me just get to the side of it here, that leads all the way up the main thoroughfare into town. And then here's the rest of the big square here, the big plaza. It's just really impressive. It's just so lovely. It's a Monday, but it's got a kind of like a holiday feel to it. I guess autumn has kicked in London, definitely, and in the UK I know that a lot of central England is under flood warnings today, and they're expecting 80 to 90 millimeters of rain today, if not more. And so it feels kind of surreal to walk away from that, where it was raining on the bus at 4:15 a.m. on the way to the airport, and now I'm here where it's hazy sunshine and about 23 degrees. Now I think it's gonna be cloudy for the next couple of days, but I think I've done pretty well. I'm pretty lucky, and I do. The longer I'm here, the more I'm thinking I actually really like Lisbon. It's just quite overwhelming, all the things that you can do. Right, I'm going to go in here and check out this Lisbon Story Centre, because I've heard that it's free for people who have this Lisbon card, which I bought for 3 days. So yeah, let's go and take a look, because I've heard, you know, it's going to be a good introduction to Lisbon's history. Okay, yeah, so this is cool. This is free. I'm listening to the audio guide now, and this is like an hour and a half audio tour of the history of Lisbon, which is just awesome. So that's the early part of my afternoon sorted out. Well, I had totally forgotten that there had been a massive earthquake and tsunami here in Lisbon in 1755 on the 1st of November, and it took 100 years for the modern city to emerge from that, and several big kind of like political turmoil events since then. Very interesting, well worth doing. It takes about an hour for this multimedia experience. It's very good. Anyway, remember that archway that I pointed out to you beforehand? Well, it turns out that the Lisbon card means that I can get up there for free. So I'm going to go and do that now. It was quite cramped. There's a lift up one floor and then it's a couple of flights of stairs up. You have to press a little button because you can't come up and down at the same time because it's just too narrow. Right, we're near the top. Yes, we are. We are at the top. That's amazing. I'm going to turn around and have a look. So look, what can I tell you? I've been here for about 4 hours and I'm in love with this place already. Honestly, I haven't been to a European city like this for such a long time. I mean, I went to Brussels last year, but it was wet and it's rainy and it's Northern European and oh my God, that bell is loud. You crap, that scared the bejesus out of me. I am, here at the top of this this viewing point on this archway in the commercial square. It's such a lovely afternoon. Okay, it's just coming up to 4:30 in the afternoon. We've definitely got a little bit of a shore breeze picking up, so I've just switched the Go 3S back into 4K 30 mode, but also with the wind reduction algorithm on now, and so you'll be able to hear hopefully a little bit of breeze, but not too much. Now, if you look behind me, if I turn around this way, you might just be able to see that bridge there. I'm not sure if you can. It's very hazy and I'm not sure of the definition. I certainly can't pick it up on the screen. You might be able to pick up on a 4K screen just there behind me. If I go like that, it'll be on my, just over this shoulder here. Yeah, it looks very San Francisco-ish over there. And the whole thing feels kind of like if it was American, but like much older. But then you have to remember that, which I didn't know, that much of this was rebuilt after the 1755 earthquake, and it took 100 years really for it to be executed, that plan. And so it does have a kind of like old but new feel to the city, particularly the layout. It's very parallel streets. But then like on the edges of that, on either side of it, it's kind of like more old school, much more around the topography of the Seven Hills around Lisbon, just like in Rome and Sheffield, incidentally, in the UK. So yeah, it's just such a lovely feel. You can see just past me here, it's just full of cobbles as well. It's just a really nice vibe. Ooh, big wave just came up here. Must have been a ferry which has just come past. It's just crashing here behind me. See in here, you'll probably get another wash wave up here. Yeah. Just a little wash wave up here. Yeah, interesting. So this is kind of like the promenade. I imagine this will fill up as the evening kind of like progresses and the sun starts going down. But I thought I'd get out here now just to have a little bit of a look around. Because as I said, I'm probably going to get a little bit of an early night tonight. So I'm up early and doing stuff tomorrow, which is a day that a lot of the Lisbon card kind of like benefits start kicking in again. But I am glad I got it for the whole 3 days. It just means I don't really have to think about it. All right, now I know a few New Zealanders watch my channel, a few, and maybe even a few Wellingtonians watch my channel as well, but like, be honest, right? Does this remind you a little bit of Oriental Bay? Just a little bit, okay? It's kind of like an urban beach in the middle of this kind of like built up area. It's kind of the center of the city, and you've got this kind of like tiny little artificial sand beach here. And this is a river. It's not the sea. I mean, like it is like flows out into the sea pretty much here, but it is a river. Yeah, Oriental Bay, anyone? Okay, it is a little late, but this is a decaf at least. Nice decaf latte, and I've finally got one of these little pastries, which is like an egg custard with cinnamon on top. We'll see what it's like. Let's bite it. Oh, that's not going to be the only one that I have when I'm here, that's for sure. Okay, so I was expecting a funicular tram to bring me up here, but I ended up walking up here myself because it looks like it's not working today. Another thing that doesn't work on a Monday. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't work all the time at the moment. They seem to be kind of roped off. Anyway, this is, just look it up because I can't remember. It's quite a complicated name. It is Miradoro de São Pedro de Alcantara. And this is like a sweeping viewpoint, it says. And yeah, it's a sweeping viewpoint, all right. The sun's going down. I think it's going to go down at 7:30 tonight. This is what it's scheduled to be sunset. So I'm probably going to start wandering off now towards my accommodation for the night. I think I've done enough exercise for the day. I think I've done about almost 20,000 steps, and I've been up since 4 a.m. So I want to make sure that I'm ready for tomorrow. Oh, I've got this on double zoom. Let's get that back down there. So you got a bit more of the background here as well. So yeah, I'm going to start heading down the hill, and I'll probably just try and find somewhere to eat or try and find some food from the way home. I've probably eaten enough today. It's always tempting to eat treats though when you're away from home. Actually, I have nowhere I am. No idea where I am after that ride, because I think I was supposed to get off a couple of stops ago, but it was too much fun to stay on there, so I decided to stay on for a little while. So yeah, now I'll fire up Google Maps and find out where I am. Because I've got to have something to eat at some point today. Maybe here's good enough. No, let's have a look. Okay, this is a bifana sandwich. Eating at the bar. Let's see what this is like. This is like a pork sandwich with mustard and chili sauce. It's pretty good, but I like the company better.
Ficou o Pedro ao banco Márcio, mais a Kátia, depois tanto a Kátia como eu não quisemos ganhar essa
Okay, I can only describe that experience as walking into season 1, episode 1 of The Bear. That's what it was like. That's what it reminded me of. It was full. It was emotional, and it was just people just throwing food together and just standard food that people wanted. And it was this thing called a bifana, which is basically a roast pork sandwich, and you can have various different bits and pieces in it, but it's mainly mustard and peri-peri sauce, which is what people were having on it. So yeah, interesting, and good to have that. And it did not take cards, it was cash only. So yeah, I was warned that there were a few places like that, but then I came across another place that was card only earlier on, where I had that custard tart. So I'm just going to back over here again, because I just passed this, like, I don't know, some kind of like Brazilian coffee place, which just looked quite amazing inside. Let's have a quick look before I head back to the hostel.
Vai ter que passar por